Album Concept Hour. The Album Concept Hour. It's the Album Concept Hour.
Welcome, everybody, to the Album Concept Hour. I am your host, Brad LeBaron, as always, and I am here in the studio, just fully in the studio again for another week. And we have John Aker here right next to me. How's it going, John?
Oh, it's going fantastic, Brad.
That's awesome.
We just got some pretty good rap today, you know.
Yeah. I really enjoyed this listen through. This was a
R&B
really
rap,
nice
actually.
album to listen to on the headphones. But we also have co-host Dave over there. How's it going, Dave?
Good. I'm out of the bottle.
Dave is out of his whiskey cask. He's got a nice scent to him now. It's like a caramel almost.
Wow.
How'd that
Woody,
go?
Earthy, malty. Yeah.
Did you get lonely in there?
It was, and I had a good time. I brought some stuff back. We're gonna try later. So
Okay, good. Yeah. If you haven't listened to the last couple episodes, Dave had been aging himself in a whiskey barrel. We wanted to check back at him with him about that.
I survived.
He survived, and you're looking great.
Stronger.
Yeah. And we have
true?
Of course. This is all 100% true. And we don't lie here. And we have a very special guest today. This is someone that's been on the podcast before. It's a friend of the show.
Returning
This
guest.
is Zach, aka Evaridae.
Actually, I have walkout music.
His walkout music is playing. Choose whatever your favorite walkout music is and put that in your
get
head.
Pumped and
roll
do
up the
wrestling too.
Yeah.
That would what?
Just a building exploding in the background.
Yeah.
That's too much. Fans love it.
Well, in that case, it's an exploding barrel. Roll out the barrel.
Yeah. Now that Dave is done with it, he doesn't need it anymore.
Blow the fuck up.
Yeah, blow it the fuck up. We have Everyday. We can call him Zach too.
Yes.
He's got a new project that he is working on that he's here to promote a little bit by the group Gallup.
What the?
Gallup, right? Is that the name
So
of the
yeah, so it's
Gallup,
Gallup.
right on.
You know, I'm doing my normal hip hop shit, working with Ram, working with Rap Camp, working with Doug and Happy Tooth. Shout out to those guys. But also, I'm working on my solo stuff too and doing some art. I did the art for this as well. The picture.
Oh, tight.
And if you click on that, it's actually like an iPhone panorama.
Oh,
like
you can actually. Yeah.
Like country roads and shit.
Yeah.
But so I
like
initially made this Bandcamp 4 or 5 years ago, basically.
Yeah.
After having made some beats that I just didn't think were going to do anything.
Yeah.
If I try to get people on them.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I'm gonna do some gorillas type shit and make a band.
Oh.
So and that's what this essentially is right now.
Yeah.
It's essentially me. And then the vocalist on this song is my buddy Dustin Sisson, who recorded all of the old New Day albums, and then my old band Hired Rivals, when probably 6 or 7 years ago, he recorded all that stuff, where I played bass. But I don't. Do you know who he is? I feel like
What's his name?
Dustin Sisson. He works at Blast House Studios. Shout out Blast House.
I don't
Madison.
think I know him.
They are really
yet,
good.
But
Fuck with those guys.
Yeah,
They have,
okay.
It's an awesome studio. Check them out. Blast House Studios.
Blast House.
Yeah, Blast House Studios.
Okay. Yeah. Hell yeah.
But yeah, he recorded a bunch of our stuff, and we became friends, and he did his vocals on this, and he sounds incredible, and it's so cool.
Yeah,
I just love it, and that's what I want people to take away from that is the vocals are amazing.
Yeah,
He really makes this track.
Okay. So we're going to be covering Mr. Lif, I Phantom, by the way. But before we get to I Phantom, we're actually going to show you guys a little bit of this track, I think. Because, we have music people on sometimes too, and it's nice to share that music. So what part of the song, is there a part of the song you want to listen to the whole thing? What do you want
Well, he comes in, we can play till wherever. He comes in pretty early-ish, so
Okay.
you can just
Is there a volume meter on the Bandcamp?
I don't think so. No.
Okay. I'll
Way to
play
find
it.
out.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what this is. This is like.
fix it
You'll
most.
know in the future.
You are what I know, coming from the cold you froze on the word I spoke. I've been waiting, patient, you displaced me, but I'm right here now. Always say you'll be happy then. Always say you'll be happy when. Always say you'll be happy then. Busted senses. This trying years done broke my legs, but I'm still gonna dance. You always say you'll be happy then. Always say you'll be happy when. Always say you'll be happy then. You are what I know. Gray hairs and all, I can't be fooled. Hidden behind the ash. I've been craving fresh air that followed you in. Follow me home. Always say you'll be happy then. Always say you'll be happy when. Always say you'll be happy then. Always say you'll be happy then. Always say you'll be happy when. Always say you'll be happy then.
Yes. More music.
Turn it to 11, Brad.
Tune it right up.
Yeah, we're actually trying to put together a show in the spring for this. There's this group, or this guy, Adam Elk, that's been on the podcast a few times from the group Mommy Heads, which was an indie rock band from the 90s. And he really wants to get into town, and I'm going to be trying to put together local musicians that are, looking to do some kind of podcast / music event thing, So if anyone out there has any interest in that sort of thing, hit me up. If you're in the area and you think that you could contribute to that sort of thing, or would like to see that happen, let me know.
That'll be on the internet, you said? With how will the podcast be involved?
Mostly just like me and co-hosts and stuff from the podcast will maybe do like a little
Sets.
like a tiny little interview between
Gotcha.
sets or something.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And
awesome.
yeah. So it's just in its planning stages right now, but I'd love to get like a bunch of podcast guests that are actually music artists to come back. Cross my fingers for Inspector 34 that they have the time to come through town. So that was a fucking great track.
Thank you.
Like you're right about the vocals though. The vocals
that
are
was
really
great.
like solid. Like
That was very
his-
trance-like a little bit,
Thank
and
you.
it just kind of, you really feel the groove with it,
yeah.
Yeah, and I'm trying to be more, I guess cosmic country. Yeah, I don't.
Cosmic
like
country.
Sturgill Simpson and stuff. But,
Okay.
But this, this doesn't
Yeah.
sound like anything like Sturgill.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
more like Bon Iver, I guess. You know.
Yeah, I can see that a little bit, but it's like it's also like a jam too. You know, it's also like it's not just atmospheric. It's also got that like kind of hook, you know, and
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, there's usually gonna be a little bit of like a beat or like kind of like a groove, you know, that's not necessarily a 4/4 straight up country or.
Well, it's kind of like that's kind of like what
Shoegaze.
Postal Service was going for, but then Death Cab got more popular, and they never did
Death
more.
Cab would be definitely in the vein kind of.
Yeah.
And this is especially, and I'll play you some of the stuff after the podcast
For sure.
too. And you can even let me know what you would like to if you pick out anything.
Oh, hell yeah.
But like I think for me, when I first was doing it, I was looking through sample packs of stuff that I just didn't know anything about yet, or hadn't used before, or because I'll be looking up hip hop, bass, 808s, shit like that. So I started looking for my like country.
Yeah.
And there's even like I had a pack that was like country EDM shit, and some of that came from that.
Huh.
It's a lot of contemporary
Country
like
EDM.
Yeah. There's some really good pop country. It's not EDM, but it's dance country.
So is it, okay? You're gonna have to probably explain this to me. So what part of it makes it country then? Like, is it because it's made in the country?
I think they took out their synths out
because because it doesn't have like the twang or things like that.
It kind of
right?
does,
or
but
does it?
It's like they usually have it's a very rhythmic.
Okay.
Kind of like a down, 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 but there's emphasis on that, like
Slow down just a little bit.
shit like that.
It's like it's like chill.
Processing.
It's like
shit.
chill country to study to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. There's a lot of drops and shit too. Like
Okay. Yeah, that's like is that like a recent kind of turn? Because like I feel like I didn't really see a whole lot of crossover like that with country and more electronic sounds until like maybe I don't know.
Yeah,
late 2000s.
Honestly, I don't really know.
It really took me by surprise when it started to become a thing, and I was like, this is kind of cool. Like it
works.
Have you heard "Wake Up" by Avicii? That song.
Yes.
I probably
That song
have.
is so good, and like that's got like a heavy acoustic guitar country riff
Yes,
throughout the
it
whole
does.
thing. It's so good.
Very good. Yeah.
Great song.
Yeah.
I was even talking about Avicii.
And that's kind of like that's exactly. I mean, that's not what I'm necessarily trying to do, but that's that's what I'm kind of talking about with the country EDM.
Right.
type shit.
Yeah. But I really enjoy that.
Nah, man.
Forward to
T
seeing more
Swift
of that.
like busted the wall down, so it's all the country's like bleeding into everything again right now,
Yeah, it's
And they're definitely opening the doors for the weird country too, and I like that.
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
Weird,
I mean,
weird country's good.
You always get the good with the bad, and the good comes with this. Some of it's real good,
You guys ever listen to Rainbow Kitten Surprise?
Yes.
Those guys are
No,
awesome.
but that sounds like an amazing
my
name.
daughter fucking loves one of their
Rainbow
songs
Kitten
so
Surprise.
much right now.
All right,
They're
all
really
right.
good.
Yeah. All right.
Well, Ockerville River. That would be
Ockerville River.
Okerville. What I don't really know.
Is it AU or
It's OKK.
Okay.
It's Ockerville.
Okay.
Okerville.
That's
like a German thing, I think.
They're one of the guys from it's pretty famous, I thought.
Yeah.
You probably recognize his name.
It's
but
Kittenese.
Kittenese.
Kidneys? Did you say kidneys?
Kitten.
Kittenese. Rainbow Kittenese. Yes. I forgot the previous thing we were talking about. I was like, Kittenese. Is this a new premise?
Sure. Where are we going?
Where are we going with this? I like that
Dave's just going in
idea.
a
I like the
far
idea of like cats having their own language called Kittenese. It's fun.
I like it.
But do you guys want to get into a track quick before we get into more conversation?
Yeah, let's do it.
This is the first track of this album by Mr Lif, I Phantom. And before we get into the album, what was what's your connection to this album, and why is this the one that you chose for breaking down?
For me, I think this was one of my. Okay, so I'm a huge album art head. I'm a huge nerd with the album art, and when I saw this, I just kind of geeked out. I loved it. I love the album art for this, this whole thing. And I think I was just looking it up. I think
it's
the guy
very memorable.
Yeah, I think the guy that did the album art for this actually created the Def Juxx logo.
Oh wow,
Dan
That'd be
Ezra
cool.
Lang, and he did some art for Cannibal Ox and LP, and Mr Lif's EP that he made before this, which.
Yeah,
is similar in style. Yeah, and there's like the the families, and so there's definitely like a connection to the old one. I think I had I Phantom before I had his older one, but I mean I really liked Def Juxx at the time.
Yeah.
I think the Cold
so
Vein.
you were following Def Juxx from like early days.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there was there was a lot of good hip hop CD stores in Madison. There were so many good stores that I could just go to and find new shit.
Yeah.
And this I think I had known about it, but if I would have seen this at the store, I would have fucking just bought it.
Yeah,
I tell you,
yeah.
man.
You know,
Living in Madison,
That is
living
how-
in Madison, Dane County can really be a nice thing sometimes.
Well, yeah, I mean, and that
Lot
is
of-
how I
lot of
pick
good
albums
culture.
too. Like when I'm at an album shop, it is usually the cover that grabs me. So
absolutely.
yeah, because there is so big, so much to look at.
Be record shopping every now and then. I purchase one, have no idea what it is.
Yeah,
This
right?
art stands
Yeah.
out. I'm taking it.
Because you never know. Sometimes that ends up being the best fucking thing you've heard in a long time.
Some wild stuff that
Yeah.
I have found. It's like sometimes for like $1.99, $2.99. Like I don't know, it's $2.99. Buy it.
Just get
This
it.
could be awesome.
Yeah,
If not,
yeah.
a waste of $3.
Yeah.
Right.
And if it's good, if it's cool, you might hear like a lick you've heard on like a cool hip hop song or something. You know what I mean?
There's
Like
so much weird stuff we've.
yeah. But yeah, this first track is called "Bad Card," and I think this is like a skit setting it up, right? Am I right about that?
I believe so. It sounded like just a lot of dialogue going into it.
Yeah. So it's we'll get into the themes of the album in a second, but this is the clip for "Bad Card."
Uncommon NASA, man. Shout
My
out.
shit is immediate, dog.
Underrated
I
producer.
need something right now, dogs.
Calm
just
down,
hold your
dog.
peace down, man. For real.
Alright, man.
All right.
Yo, man, I got you, dogs. I got it right here in the shoebox. Don't fuck around and get killed.
Vast Air is the
Yep,
guy from Cannibal Ox.
Oh shit! Really?
So yeah, he's the bigger one. but-
Oh damn. Okay. Then I definitely heard him. Okay. I've probably heard that's the thing. I've probably heard like all of these guys on other people's albums, like A$AP Rock or LP or any of those. Because I became aware of Def Juxx after becoming aware of Run the Jewels. Run the Jewels was my gateway into rap proper.
Nice.
Before that, I liked like singles and stuff, but like I didn't listen to like full albums. I didn't fully really get it, and yeah,
I think,
after
for me it was Wu-Tang with that.
oh,
I know what
that
you mean,
was
because like it
yeah.
was for me, it was like I was really into a lot of a popular like grunge and alternative stuff. But
Yeah,
I would listen to hip hop singles and be like, I just love this single so
yeah.
much.
There's like certain
I
songs that
couldn't
just break
listen to
through.
the whole album, but then
Yeah.
then I got into Wu-Tang and I could actually go back and listen to some of the stuff.
Yeah.
I
30
appreciate
Chambers
it.
was the first one before Run the Jewels that I liked like the whole album, but it was like years between like when I discovered that and then and then I went back in all of LP's history and like found out how connected both him and Killer Mike are in their respective camps, and
It's interesting because Killer Mike, he's a southern rapper,
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a different type of rap typically.
yeah, it comes from the Outcast group of guys. So like the Dungeon.
Oh my
Well,
god.
I guess like the next gen of the Dungeon, not the original,
original?
the gang, but he was definitely taken in by
Dungeon
those guys.
version 2.0.
Yeah, pretty much. He is definitely like definitely part of the legacy of that. I
Next
think.
step.
Yeah, and then him and the combination of the two is always that's I definitely talk about Run the Jewels a lot because that's like
Brad does.
my favorite of them. This track though gets into is kind of more of an intro on this album. This is a proper concept album.
Yeah,
I was
thinking the same thing.
Yeah, we haven't done a really concept-y one in a little bit, so this one is like fully concept album.
Right from the get-go. I like this skit like leading into everything. It really really kind of explains what you're going into. You're about to hear some shit.
Well, yeah, this one already like the first thing I thought when I was getting into this album was it reminded me of Prince Paul, Prince Among Thieves, which is another one that you were on with Ram, but it's like a little more tight and polished. Not as many skits, not as many things like that, but like they're still there.
Definitely, like I would say the beats are fit within the mold of this album, whereas the other one they could have worked on a non-concept album.
Yeah, they were. I remember them being. There's a lot of variety in the styles.
He definitely he had some like kind of like almost like dancey, disco-y kind of rap with De La Soul, and then he had the real grimy shit with like Cool Keith and this one I definitely felt there was more consistency with the beats. Like it's interesting because it's like Prince Among Thieves, they present you with the concept album right from the get, kind of, and this one you don't necessarily see that, but like I think you would get that almost quicker with this if you didn't read the booklet to
there is also this one also has a supplementary book that fills in some of the gaps as well. I read, but I haven't looked into that book.
I was looking all over my CD shit today. I have CDs everywhere, and I could not find the CD. I think I probably gave it to Ram or Eric.
It might be all the way in Austin by now.
Someone
who
has
knows? But yeah, I know that. This is not going to sound comparable, but I've been looking for my Digimon the Movie soundtrack
cool.
CD, and I couldn't find it.
we actually
it's
covered
the same
that.
thing.
If you went back a couple episodes.
Yeah, that was the first episode of this season. We finally covered Digimon, but like
an episode about that.
I couldn't find it when
I
couldn't find it when we did the episode.
It was good too.
But yeah.
I've been nerding out so hard on Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
I mean, that's about as hardcore as I go, I guess. I shouldn't say nerding out.
It's
kind of a
I have certain things that I dive headlong into just for
I would
just
have to say my favorite video game track has got to be the Kingdom Hearts track.
Oh, for like music?
Call me basic, but yeah.
Oh, for music wise? Oh, absolutely.
That's,
Some J-pop, motherfucker. But let's get into a song.
Did you know that Aerosmith made a video game?
Oh hell yeah! I played it in the arcade a lot.
Yeah. Oh, that old one. Yes.
Quarters till I beat it.
Good for
They shoot the fucking CDs.
Yep.
Oh my god, that was the best.
Remember just conquering that game in the arcade. It was majestic.
Oh, so you were good at it. I was not good at it.
I was good enough to put probably like $20 some into it, but
Yeah.
Like I'm so far I can't stop now.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Once you're in, you're in.
Yeah.
You
get to that point where like, how much money you put? I'm like, okay, well I'm not going to stop now. I mean, I got to see this through.
Is that a little glimpse of the struggle of Dave?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
It all stems from that Aerosmith.
Struggle of Dave.
Then unexpectedly, that nigga right behind the counter started wetting me. 9mm weaponry, more your beans leaking on the chest of me. Nobody understands society, molested me. They'll just question the nature of the ongoings. Clean up crew, pray my blood stop flowing. All my enemies out on the block loading. Plus the government is smiling cause they smell the scent of death blowing.
Fuck yeah.
Good intros. Such a good intro. Like, perfect. Everything.
I always love when we do a rap album because there's so many more lyrics you can fit into a clip.
This was like I feel like the golden age or the end of the golden age of like straight up boom bap.
Yeah.
Hip hop this second generation of boom bap, I would say, backpack hip hop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
That was really good. It was so good in the time, but now if you listen to it, at least for me, it's like, wow, there's only like 4. There's like a kick, snare, maybe a couple hats, a bass hit, like,
well, you know, it's
and then like one other thing.
It's one
sample.
of the when I always find like one of the tricks of like society as a whole, in my opinion, is that like we always look back and we go like, man, they were geniuses. But they really only did this, you know? And it's like, it's true, but they were geniuses in their time.
Well, and
that led to what we're doing, which allows us to think further than what they were doing.
It had to happen for us to be able to make the music that they do now. Like,
exactly.
I mean, you know, I would argue that music now is better, but
that
we need the old music.
The material was better.
Yeah,
you know? The material, the farther back you go with most of it really is. That's the case.
Well, at some point, people will have nostalgia for that specific sound. You know what I mean? Like, it will come back around in the popularity cycle or what. Like right now, disco's coming back in a big way.
Awesome! I can't wait.
Which is like,
dude,
I'm cool with it.
Have you seen? I showed you the
I don't know
Bruno
about Foo
Mars
Fighters doing
Anderson
disco. I haven't heard that yet, but they made.
I showed him a Bruno Mars Anderson .Paak video.
That's
where
amazing.
They literally just look like they just look like an old school music video. Like it's an old school Motown video, you know. Just
it looks kind of like the Michael Jackson "Rock with You" video, where he's like, it's just him in like a black background and star stuff, kind of sparkly stuff happening around.
Or like the Temptations.
Yeah.
Like,
and they're all dressed
like
to the nines.
Temptation video with it, and Anderson and Bruno are switching between like the main mic. It's just it's very smooth.
That 2 Chainz video.
Oh yeah.
I can't go for that. No.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
It's a really good song.
Yeah. No, that's someone I haven't really deep dived into yet. Like that's
Chainz?
Yeah. Like
do you know who he used to be?
Oh, no. One Chain.
What was it? Does anyone know his old rap name?
I don't. I've heard 2 Chainz referenced so many times in other rappers' music.
What was DTP?
Too Short?
Disturbing the Peace, was that was Ludacris' label. He was originally on that as Titty Boy. Titty Boy. It's like T-I-T-I-B-O-I, I think. Was his name.
So
he actually
did he have to change it or something? Like, was it something where
someone told him that he had to do this? Titty Boy, you need to change
we're
your
not
name
signing
right
you
now,
to
please.
this label until you change. We can't market this. I'm sorry, but we can't. Titty Boy.
How about 2 Tips?
Someone should appropriate that.
Right, we'll go with that.
Yeah, 2 Chainz. Sure. Yeah, fine. But no, like that'd be cool if someone appropriated it right now and just like owned it. But this track though is kind of setting up the premise. Just to give you a little overview, the last track, I don't know if it's our main character, but a character goes to his friend and gets a gun from him. Because he's got some business to attend to.
That's kind of, isn't that kind of like almost like the beginning of Prince Among Thieves as well? He kind of
the reason
he
it
goes
really
to he goes to get a gun.
It's what they call a modern retelling. You know.
Well, it's like it is. Yeah, it is kind of one of those like story beats.
Story.
It is a classic story beat of like a city story.
You know, it's like I just started watching like Sons of Anarchy, right? And I've been told that's supposed to be. Not yet. But I've been told that's in
the UK.
Been told that's supposed to be like a modern equivalent of like a Shakespeare play. I cannot remember the one off the top of my head.
Sons of Anarchy was Shakespeare.
Yes, because it's like the brother marries the.
See, that's the review that I missed.
The queen, right? And then like. He becomes the stepdad, for like, yeah. It's supposed to be a modern retelling of that, and that's why like Jax is reading his dad's diaries the whole first half.
Hey, so I got a little tidbit here.
Yeah.
Mr. Lif, he's from Boston. He's from Boston. There's some really good hip hop out of Boston, especially in his day.
Oh, really?
It's just interesting to me because now that I think more about that, when I think of Boston, I think about like the most classically white racist city in America because I'm so into basketball.
Oh yeah,
that it's kind of that's what the norm is.
Yeah, that's
like,
what
they have
a reputation for that.
Incredibly racist.
Yeah.
You know?
We're not racist, what?
But
yes, you are.
I mean that city that's known for being belligerent.
And that,
it's hard once you get up to that part of the country.
Yeah. It's hard to make that mental leap.
Those are the original Americans over there, you know.
Boy, yeah, right. They're
some of those guys can like trace their bloodlines right back to the original peoples.
They ain't
add
shit.
this little thing.
Of course they ain't.
Seemed to be fitting in.
No, I know.
To at least university lifestyle because he went to Colgate and got his stage name, Mr. Lif, after taking mushrooms at a Fish concert.
That's the best way to get your name.
That will do it.
Yeah. That's a little better than going to the Wu-Tang generator. You know what I mean? That's a better story.
Like Childish Gambino, is that?
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably the best you could possibly get from that, I guess.
That's true. I mean, it really worked for him. Still a great name. But that's wild.
Because Fish isn't that bad.
Well, like that's the thing. Like Fish, I know weirdly a lot about Fish just because I listen to a podcast about Fish. But I want to go
to Fish for like
I want to
7
see
years,
one of their
bro.
shows one day. See it in person as just like a sociological experiment. You know,
that's what I've heard.
Sober or
probably
drunk.
sober. And if any of them can convince me that I should partake, then maybe I'll go that way. But like, I'm not going to go in there with that plan.
You could probably trade a loaf of bread for like price of pot brownies.
Yeah, I'll probably bring my own food too. You know, I don't want to chance it.
Bring a tent.
Yeah.
Some rain gear, even if it's indoors.
This is my home now.
Right. Man.
I live at this Fish concert.
I did meet a Fish fan in the wild one time, and he was he mentioned it quite a bit.
He was a bear.
It was a fucking bear, guys.
It was like.
Oh wait, is that what they mean by Return of the B-Boy?
Run DMC self-titled, this nigga's my arch rival. Survival, not libel. Got up close and what I saw I couldn't believe. My enemy was a genetic replica of me. Battling yourself is the biggest tour. It could leave it its raw, a truly vicious type of war. So now I'm thrown off, taken back. In fact, I didn't know how to react. A lack of plan of attack.
The Beat Bear Boy.
Man, you caught quite a clip there, Brad.
Yeah. Dude,
that was all about the plan of attack.
He's moving on a clip now.
Yeah.
So this first part, from what I read a little bit, is kind of like a death and resurrection kind of thing happening. Because the last track, the main character, who I think is the character that went and got a gun, probably.
And I think it's more maybe ambiguous about the actual character's name. It's like the Everyman or
yeah. There's not
something like that.
I don't think any of them are named in this album. So it's like
Mega Man style, just every man.
Every man. Yeah. That's the hardest Mega Man boss, every man. It's this is I guess a part like there's some point where he kind of creates a replica of himself in this track. This is where it gets real sci-fi.
Multiplicity with Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
It's my jam.
Does he make more and do they get stupider?
Is that what happens in that movie?
I mean, how else would you explain his
his
track after that?
His last.
We're gonna go kiss a dolphin. No, we're gonna go pet a dolphin.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much from that Snowman movie until Birdman, he was really off the radar.
Snowman?
Remember when he was Jack Frost?
Oh yeah, that was him.
Yeah, he like died and then he like got reincarnated into a snowman.
It's a heartfelt story.
That sounds.
I'm just
terrible.
Shit is wild. It's a weird fucking movie. So this album I wanted to mention though is kind of is switching between different producers in the different tracks. So we got the first couple of tracks. We had NASA on the first track.
Uncommon
NASA. Sorry.
He's not even. He's not even.
Does he go by? Does he? Yeah, I was gonna say he doesn't have a.
It's interesting.
Is he really not on here? Wow.
Wow.
Well, neither is Insight, and he did
I'm really surprised sometimes at what is not on Wikipedia.
Right.
But
because you probably donate a couple dollars every few months when they demand it, right?
I
mean, of course I do. No, of course I do. Yeah,
that's true.
Flower State Park is always supporting Wikipedia with searches.
But I do love you, Wikipedia.
Too.
Yeah. If you pay me money on the Patreon, I can send a little bit of that Wikipedia's way. But yeah, the last two cut tracks were from LP, though. I want to mention that, though, because you can really, really hear his style when he,
It really is of the time, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is when he's a little more grimy, I like that. I kind of wanted to do one more, really grimy kind of LP album that's not as polished,
Well, and that's the thing. I feel like that one... Oh no, that's DJ Shadow. I'm thinking of.
Oh! That's a fucking great track.
That's so old school, but that's so the sound is crisp. It's loud. It's banging. And that's what I'm kind of going at too with the old school and the shit now. If you listen to a song from here back to back with some of the new hip hop that's coming out today, from Freddie Gibbs or any
Freddie
underground.
Gibbs,
the Doppelgang is a really good example. I don't know, they're critically underrated.
But
that is the type of shit that it sounds amazing. It's super loud, and if you listen to those songs back to back, it's like, oh shit, this is way better. But I was influenced by this, but this is so much better.
Sonically,
exactly.
I mean, I feel like,
and that's hard for me to kind of listen to a lot of new music and then go back and be like, yeah, this is better.
I mean, I kind of always
the newer shit's better.
I kind of mentally sometimes connect it to the growth of rap and hip hop to the growth of rock music to kind of try to gauge where it might be going, because I feel like we're at the weird stage of hip hop where it's been popular for a long time. And now it's people are trying. Well, they have the best technology available to do it, and
anyone can. And for the most part, anybody.
Yeah,
can.
and it's so ubiquitous that everything has a little element of hip hop in it these days.
It's people were brushing it off as a fad when it started, but it has crossed so many genres. It's it's not just music. It's a thing. It's a spirit.
Yeah, and it's something that's going to keep on being around, just like rock music. Rock music is still being made
more
and
relevant
still
because
being.
It takes everything into creating that one genre.
Yeah,
I mean, it's always going to be the most relevant genre.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's always going to be changed every few months, every few
it is,
months.
And
it's constantly growing.
It really lends itself to
faster
change
faster,
with just the nature of sampling and drawing inspirations from a multiple different genres to make your beats and stuff. So it's got a lot more staying power, I think, than
for sure
than rock did. Because rock is still around, like I said, but it's just rock not itself, at the forefront of music right now. Greta Van Fleet, yeah.
Pretty good,
There's some great. There's some really, really good rock out there.
Yes.
It's not what the kids are listening to necessarily.
Yeah. It's more indie solo.
Yeah.
A lot of solo vocalist, singer-songwriter type people with, the acoustic or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Or it goes the pop direction or something.
Mm-hmm.
But let's move on to another track, though. We have 14 tracks for you guys tonight, and this next track is called "Live from the Plantation." It's kind of a workers' anthem kind of deal. So here's "Live from the Plantation."
Laboring real hard, hoping the boss offers more petty cash to us bums and paupers. Kissing his ass cause they're hoping they prosper. Here's the math, you work a third of your day away. The government takes a third of your check, correct. You go home and drink cause you don't get an ounce of respect and your spirit is wrecked.
Oh, that's so good.
I don't know.
Just
What
his
am I?
flow.
Because Return of the B-Boy is the one that's like 7.5 minutes long.
Oh, shit.
Hold on.
I can't.
Hold on. Let me listen to that again.
Either.
Hold on. Let me hear the lyrics.
Real hard, hoping the boss offers more petty cash to us bums and
he's talking
paupers.
about the boss.
Kids in his ass, cause they're hoping they prosper. Here's the math.
hard to
You
tell
work
with
a
this
third of
album,
your day away.
Because like if you should maybe like play the end of the last song into that, see if because I bet you it fucking like.
Oh yeah,
right
that's the
through,
thing.
you know?
Like, I was having to like look up a lot when I was doing this, but yeah, we'll edit this part. But here's. Oh yeah, there's that little interlude before,
okay.
but yeah. But yeah, this whole album though goes like so like track to track, just
like
so
breaking that,
fucking
like, all right,
fast.
What's next?
Oh, yeah.
Which is like, that's okay. To get back to like LP again, because that's my frame of reference. Like, Run the Jewels 2 was a non-stop fucking album, like start to finish. Like, you know, it just went from track to track seamlessly. This album really kind of reminds me of Run the Jewels 2 in its like composition, you know. Especially, you know, since LP's involved, I'm like, maybe this is the first time he like did something like that, you know. Because yeah, it just bleeds from track to track so much.
I was gonna say his shit on Company Flow was not quite this fast, but I don't know if he produced everything on that.
That's like
that's his very first thing.
Well, that was like a compilation thing, right?
No, he was.
No, the group that he was with, right? Yeah,
it was LP and Big Just were the rappers.
Yeah,
I believe, and Mr. Len maybe made the beats.
Yeah,
but LP is really the only one that obviously has done anything.
Yeah.
But the album cover is like quintessential hip hop. I keep going back to the album covers.
Yeah,
like, if you see that album cover, you would probably know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
it's
I definitely have heard that album when going through LP's discography because he's got a lot of really great stuff he's involved with.
That shit came out in
was it the 90s?
97.
97? Yeah. God, I did some research on that for some reason. I feel like I did research for that for like a podcast, but I don't think we've covered that on this podcast. So I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But yeah. Well, that project in particular. But
you know, he's called LP.
Yeah.
His first name is LP.
LP.
His mom used to.
Oh, is that a nickname for him?
LP. I'm just fucking making this.
Oh my
God. On the spot right now. I'm just fucking with you.
I was like, James Moline, and then it went to LP, huh? Okay.
LP Gordo.
LP Gordo.
Come on, LP.
I should have said that.
LP Gordo.
The third.
Oh man, but yeah. So this track is like you know, kind of a 9 to 5 kind of
Working 9 to 5 or just 9 to 5?
like
there's a connotations of maybe a plantation.
Yeah, no, there's a clear. He's making it clear.
There's a 9 to 5 because you have to.
Yes.
You're not going to get any
not
money
9 to 5. It's more like a 9 to 9. You know?
Yeah, he's being pretty upfront with the metaphor he's using here, and
They're not the best benefits either.
Yeah, I doubt they have like dental or vision.
Yeah.
You know, but I think this song is kind of like here to kind of because like the whole album gets into some like you know weird. Wild like nuclear stuff.
Weird, wild stuff.
Yeah. Like there's
some weird, wild stuff.
This shit could have been done today. They should do a reissue where LP remakes all the beats.
Well, I think they did they might have done a remaster in 2016 because like on Spotify it says 2016 for the date. But
I don't know why LP has never made an album called LP.
That's
I know. I mean, I guess
it's on the back burner. He's working.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe he's thought about it before. He's just like he doesn't want to do it. I don't know. But it does seem obvious.
People would say it stands for little
P.
I like those lines you got up on the screen there, Brad. Just close your eyes and block your ears to march to your doom But since I ain't really getting paid for my time, I pulled out my pen and started writing a rhyme.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. He's about to go Rambo.
You know, that's
well, yeah, this does have a lot of like violence.
Soon to be the Boston Strangler. Shout out Boston and killing apparently.
Oh, local reference for him. Yeah.
Local fun.
You guys think Mr. Lif is Boston Strangler?
I mean, we'll never know, I guess.
I ain't the one.
Strangler from
I think he talks about
actually
killing his boss in this.
Damn,
at some point.
That's incriminating. AF.
Dead boss. Somebody called Red Cross.
Shouldn't do that.
I guess I got caught
Just
in my
a
mental
PSA for
holocaust.
people out there. You really shouldn't do that.
It's like the OJ book.
Yeah. It's just a piece of art. Yeah.
I tell you.
But
I tell you, I just started watching his next series too. It's about the impeachment of Bill Clinton. The whole Monica Lewinsky, scandal.
Yeah. That should be fun.
Yeah,
she's super hot in it.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, it's like NC-17.
Monica Lewinsky got fucking dragged under the bus as
that had to.
Yeah, no, it's kind of what it's looking like. And Linda Tripp was a real bitch. But anyways, let's keep moving on.
Yeah,
I think
talking about Mr. Lif.
No, the girl
Monica,
I was about to say the girl that's playing her is actually pretty great. But this next track, let's move on. Let's just move on to the new man theme though. Like never mind. I'm not gonna connect this to Monica Lewinsky. This is the new man theme.
Edit that.
Went to college as an athlete, was speeding a fade and came home as a dread who uses pen as a blade. Did I make the right decision? Well, my folks don't think so. I let them down, I'm in my room, I'm rocking my dough. I'm black, strong, intelligent man, you ain't steering me wrong. I got heart, skill, follow my calling, drop knowledge and build.
Yeah, I like that one. This is kind of like day in the life song. Like
everything is kind of really quick with actually like the time frame, right?
Yeah.
As far as what's happening.
Yeah, because like on track 2, there was also a that was a kind of coherent story, like start to finish, and this one's kind of a similar kind of thing where it's like, the first verse and the second verse are part of the same like story.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is this the one with?
I was saying it was a good day almost.
This the one that starts with a kid with John. He has a kid named John. Or is that the next track? Yeah, no, that's the next track, I think. Sorry guys. Spoiler alert.
I feel a new day or a good day vibe.
Oh yeah. It's got some of this like the is it the violins? Or that whatever effect that is, like the like the I can't do
violin effect.
There's like some violins in the background.
I don't.
Not violence,
but
violins.
No, not violence. But sometimes they can be violent. No, I thought they were like not. It's probably keys or something, but.
Sorry to interrupt, but I thought John was getting friendly with me with his feet. It's just Apollo. Like all over
I'm all over here, homie.
John, yeah. Hey, man.
I was like, this is definitely too human. Oh no, that's the dog.
Hey, what happens under the table stays under the table. All right.
That's a whole other podcast.
That's a whole other podcast.
That is just the puppy.
I got Mike's under the table for that one.
What if he poops?
What
if he poops under there?
If he poops, he
stays under there.
If he poops, he's pooping on
we
Dave.
We will know.
It stays.
Yeah. And we'll just sit in it. We'll just sit in the...
Throwing him out the yard. I ain't smelling that all night.
Yeah.
Talking about you, Apollo.
Yep. He knows. He's always in the background.
He's so relaxed on the ground. He does not care.
Yeah,
he's the
not giving
fan
a
of
fuck.
this podcast, really.
That's true.
He's not a fan of
He
much.
just loves when there's people around. He likes a lot of people.
He does, but he is a fan of the handouts.
He's a fan of handouts.
He is
absolutely a fan of handouts.
How old is he?
Yo, dog.
1 second.
I need a beat pronto for real though.
Oh, all right, cool. Yo, just make a check payable to spilled acid. And,
yeah. I forgot to mention that.
What's
I got no cash, dog. I'm dead broke.
Yo, man, I gotta eat, man.
Yeah, I know you gotta eat. Maybe I could get you a sandwich or I could slide you a 20. That's all I got though, man.
Yeah, you get what you pay for, man. You get what you pay.
Ain't that the truth?
Oh. Yeah, that was handouts.
Ain't that the truth, though?
Yeah.
You get what you pay for, homie.
I love that, though. He's just like, I can bring up a sandwich or something. Like, it's like, that's not what you usually like when someone says, I gotta eat. That's not, they're not asking for food, literally. They're like,
they're saying, I need bread. I need the money.
And it's just like,
I need green stuff.
I got a nice, tasty Reuben if you want.
Yeah.
I got a ham sandwich here.
I got
lettuce
some,
and
yeah,
tomato.
it's under the,
Rubens are good.
It's under the table, though. So, yeah.
That's behind the Patreon wall.
That's behind the. That's on the OnlyFans. Yeah.
You know, OnlyFans is banning nudity.
No, they're not doing that anymore.
They're not doing that anymore.
No. That
I
came
wonder
and went.
why.
That came and went. That didn't.
They
that didn't
came to
stick.
their senses, huh?
That would be a bad idea.
Oh, you mean like the main purpose of their platform?
Yeah. That would have been a real downer.
Also, it would have put a lot of sex workers in danger. So there's two sides to that story.
That's good. That's good.
But
good.
Yeah.
Protect those sex workers. Seriously.
Yes. Yeah. I support the sex workers union like Killer Mike does. But yeah, this one was just a sketch though. There's only two sketches I think that are just 2 tracks. I think that are just sketches on this, but this one was pretty straightforward. So there's not a whole lot to talk about
when
here.
When did Deltron come out? What was that? Was that 2003?
That's gotta be really close because that was like it came out right before Gorillaz one, I think.
Yeah.
Deltron 3030.
Yeah.
That came the first one.
Yeah. Because that's right. 99. Okay.
Possibly.
Okay.
99 to
they
present.
definitely were not the first, but they had at least 4 skits throughout that thing or 5?
Yeah. Well,
the skits
have been
Prince Paul.
Yeah.
He apparently, I think, had the first skit in hip hop. I think.
Well,
Stetsasonic or De La Soul.
Okay,
yeah.
Never mind. So De La Soul was one of the first I remember.
He was the producer. He produced all the De La
right,
Soul
right.
stuff.
Yeah.
Right. I forgot.
At least he produced like the first
I feel like
4
sometimes,
De La Soul, and then they had a bunch of other producers.
Like the big hits, like I can't remember what
Yeah.
songs, but it's like they're in school and like
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
he's like the teacher too, like starting the whole episode with like that skit too.
Mhm.
That's right.
Yeah. I was always wondering when that started because like
Prince Paul is
I've always
just
known just
insanely
skits
good.
are
Handsome
a
boy?
innate part of hip hop.
He's been in so many things.
Yeah,
Forget
he
what
is.
he's all
Yeah,
been in.
yeah. Hence his name, Prince Paul. It's an earned moniker, I think, for Prince Paul.
There's not many kings. There's
No.
at least 8 prince.
That's true.
Except
I
the
mean,
Burger King.
there's the
Shout
Burger
out
King.
Burger King.
Yeah. He
Episode brought
spits.
to you
He
by
spits some
Chick-fil-A.
fire rhymes, I think. Yeah.
Anyway, let's
When
stop
the
talking about Burger King.
Burger. Yeah. No.
So what?
Home of the Whopper. Whopper.
What is the next tune here?
Speaking of Burger King, this one's actually all about status. So,
Sick.
your status.
Shine that disco ball with them bones. Get them up there now. No half stepping.
I remember when you used to be broke, ignored when you spoke, and people would take you for a joke. You used to go to the club and look like a scrub, but couldn't afford the admission.
Shout out on that fucking simple. I can't make a beat like that. It's like
so
that piano and then the
No, it really merges well with the skit before it too, you know, because it's like, oh, you get what you pay for, and you're like, oh yeah, this is totally something that someone bought for trash,
It's real
even if it's not,
Real
even if
grimy.
it's not,
Yeah.
but
Real
it
grimy.
feels like it, you know, like, and they just are like, well, I gotta make this work, so I'm gonna make it work.
and he makes it sound really good too. And
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
wow, this would be hard to rap over, you know, or this would be hard to recreate, especially now.
Yeah.
This was definitely my
But the
favorite track
motherfucker
on the
make it
entire
work.
album, hands down.
Yeah, this one was a lot of fun. Like, if I didn't know that the whole point of the song was to sound janky, I would think this is like the greatest track. But like when you're looking for it, it's like, oh yeah, like this, like they're making like, you know, little production faux pas here and there on purpose, and you know,
Well, you know,
It's kind of like that.
It's really one of those.
It's kind of like that early track in Prince Among Thieves, where he's like displaying his rap, but it's not like yet produced and everything.
Well,
it's
really a great example.
It's early
of
in the album, I think.
Not having all the information, if you listen to the album, as we promote here on the Album Concept Hour. You listen to the album and you hear that before this, then you kind of get what it's coming from. Otherwise, you just hear a great track.
Yeah.
And you don't know that this might have been the concept of the thing, It's wonderful to know.
Yeah. I love
in
that.
my opinion.
Well, I mean, contrasted to the next track, it's really obvious. You know what I mean?
know, right?
Oh boy.
There's a footsie chain going on here.
But yeah, like it goes handout, status, and then success. These kind of three kind of work together quite a bit. Well, handouts is a sketch, kind of a prequel, but this one sounds janky, and then the next track sounds all a lot more polished and produced. But yeah, before that, this is our first track featuring Insight rapping, who's like I think the alter ego of the character from a previous track or something.
Can before you move from that, do you want to bookmark that, or can I go now real quick on a little anecdote?
Yeah.
So I was just looking at this. He was like, I didn't catch any flack from the label. I was just trying to make the jankiest possible beat.
Yeah.
And the EQ, and to EQ it in the worst way, the snare span all the way to the right. If you
that's
listen
right.
to that shit in your car, man, it's a fucking nightmare. I was listening to this in my car, and it is a fucking nightmare. The whole thing, like I like the sound of the road, like even with the windows closed, like the shit nowadays is so the level, the floor, sound floor is so high, the compression, everything, is just like boosting everything up. The average is so high, and everybody can hear like everything. It sounds so like beautiful and like amazing. And then I try to listen to this shit in the car, and I was like, man, I can barely hear this shit.
Man, I need to listen to this in the car.
It's
actually,
interesting.
I really do. Like,
it's interesting.
Because I'm always listening to it on my, the best possible system I have around or whatever. But like, that's the thing is like there is like bass end theory. That was one of the albums that like leaned into that, like where they designed it specifically for the car, the sound in the car. Like that's what they were going for 100% of the way is like, they would go down, listen to it in the car and decide production things on that. Nice. Which is cool as hell, I think.
I think it's great. I think you should probably tailor your music to what people are listening to it in most,
Yeah. Well, I tailored my podcasts to like how does it sound playing from a cell phone, while you're at work or something. Can you hear it when like maybe a little industrial thing is going on behind you? That's what I'm thinking of,
Dildo factory.
Yeah, of course. There's a lot of plastic slapping on plastic. They got to test. I mean, they have to test them before they go out because otherwise that's just a hazard.
Wow.
I mean, it's just handful.
I mean, I just know just from an inside guy.
He just winked when he said that. It's weird. What's going on?
Oh Jesus!
Welcome to Flower State Park. Under the table. But this next track though has one of my favorite rappers around, A$AP Rock, and especially from the Def Juxx days. Like, this is the era of A$AP Rock that I love all of his new stuff or whatever. But like, I loved how grimy he was back then. How all of them were that grimy.
A$AP Rock was ultra grimy.
I want him and LP to go back, like do one more album where they're doing it in the old Def Juxx style. That would be really, really cool to me.
Because we were talking about before the show, and it was Float was the one album that I got hooked onto right away, and I never went past that. Just for some reason, that was like the one that just got stuck in my head.
You're not missing much, but
that's good.
Yeah,
that's the best album for sure. But there's some other really good shit.
Yeah, he has a lot of really interesting. He goes a lot of really interesting places.
Bazooka Tooth is a great album, but I would go with Float over it. I mean,
Malibu Ken. So I was a big fan of Malibu Ken.
I haven't.
Dude, that's Tobacco and A$AP Rock. Tobacco's another electronic mostly artist, but it like sounds like just grimy video game sounds with A$AP Rock's rapping. So it's one of my favorite projects.
You showed me that a long time ago.
Yeah. I really want there to be a Malibu Ken too. That's but yeah, this is Success featuring A$AP Rock.
As a member of this family, I was so convinced the household had to always be complete. I didn't realize the only thing that's missing is me.
Daddy had a name tag that said busy working. Mommy had a milk carton that said missing person. John had a new baseball glove with nobody to learn with. That's oil and water trying to mix on the same surface.
That hook though, man.
Fuck, dude.
Daddy had a tattoo that said, what?
Oh, let me find
had
it.
A milk carton that said missing person.
Yeah, it's such a great fucking hook from A$AP.
I love like weird, ambiguous, like atmospheric. Like,
yeah,
like you could.
Daddy had a name tag that said busy working. Mommy had a milk carton that said missing person. John had a new baseball glove with nobody to learn with. That's oil and water trying to mix on the same surface.
It makes sense, but like it's so poetic, you know.
Yeah, he's always had a really great like unique flow, you know, like I don't think anyone can really replicate his exact.
He is one of the most unique flows. I've never heard anybody like A$AP Rock.
Yeah, it's like beat poetry sometimes, you know, he really like rides that line sometimes. But
like kind of like real cool beat.
Yeah. The last album of his, I forget the name right now, but is really, really good. But yeah, I'm glad that they got him in, and I always wish there was more with A$AP and LP, as I said before. But this is.
You like LP?
I'm undecided. I'm undecided on LP. But he's impressing me. Yeah. What is this track about? What was I going to say? Success. That's right. This is the
stuff that success is made of.
No, this is just it's kind of just the flip side of like the last track and what the kind of potential is with what he's doing.
Yeah.
And this is before it gets like sad and then like post-apocalyptic. So it gets it gets real sci-fi after this. Should we do Daddy Dearest before we go on to our break?
Oh, you tell me, Brad.
This is just a sketch, and it's super. Do you guys want to leave on a sad note? You want to cry before the break?
That's how my daddy left me.
You want to start
let's all have a good cry and listen to Daddy Dearest. Here's Daddy Dearest.
Yeah, Dad, I was saying I hit 2 today, right over the fence. Everyone cheered. It's the best most I ever did in a game.
What's that, honey? Yeah, absolutely. I would love that. Thank you. Right. Well, listen, man, dinner's on, so I gotta run. I'll try and call you back soon, all right?
Dinner's on, so I gotta run.
Yeah.
It's so like eerie.
Probably just a TV dinner anyways.
Dude, listen, never mind.
Okay.
I'm gonna show you an album later.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say just so this track and the last track also connect. The last track he establishes a like relationship and a family, and he's part of the reason it's so positive is he's like reaching what he considers success, and then. Well, I mean,
and then his pops comes on and just
Well, I was gonna say, I mean, the line that A$AP Rock talks about with that's something about oil and water not mixing on the same surface. It's like trying to,
warn him.
Trying to work like so hard at your own dream sometimes makes it so that you are absent as a parent at the same time. So like. Especially the I guess boomer generation. Especially,
have any of you guys seen the new episodes of American Horror
Latchkey
Story?
Kids? Not the vampires, right?
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen it.
Were they kiss aliens or what's the
no. That's the double feature. That's the other half of the season.
I guess
the first half's about vampires, though.
Vampires?
Watch it.
That's a good.
Really explains some of this stuff.
Yeah.
The vampires were getting so hard they just avoided their kids.
Yeah.
Well, one of them becomes a vamp. One of the vampires is a kid. Ah,
damn. Is his name John?
She becomes a kid. No, but it's
damn. Does he play baseball?
No, not at all.
Does he hang out by dockside
It's a
bars?
she, by the way.
You think that?
She
you
becomes
think
very
you think that
vindictive.
if you're gonna interview a vampire, you do it with like something in between you, like a glass or something.
Yeah. I would think
that movie was flawed.
Yeah, I agree. There should have been a glass screen between each character. Yeah. But interview with Zach from Everyday.
Yeah,
Zach
that's not a
Everyday,
thing.
aka Everyday from other groups.
Everyday.
And tomorrow.
But yeah, so he's got his second family though. That's what I was getting at. He has a second family, and he's now making it to his kids' games that he set up for. He was so excited about on the last track. So he's kind of
busy man.
I'm starting to empathize with this character, Everyman.
He is an everyman.
Sounding pretty.
Yeah.
Shit going on.
Yeah. But you know what? Before we get on to the last part of this, we're gonna take a quick break. We got 5 tracks for you guys on the other half of the podcast, and we'll be right back.
The album concept hour.
You will never escape.
Get out of my head!
I am a part of you.
Shut up, shut up, shut up!
Subscribe to Through the Fog.
What?
Through the Fog is a horror podcast narrated by Haptic. Once a week at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, he finds a story on Reddit and reads it.
Are you being for real right now?
Subscribe, it is your only hope.
I guess I'm going to subscribe to Through the Fog. You should too. Through the Fog, a new podcast by Haptic. That's me. New episodes posted Wednesdays at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. You can find it by going to linktree/hapticgg. That's linktr.ee/hapticgg. Linktree/hapticgg. See you there.
The album concept hour.
So this is that's the guitar rig, and then that's the original.
Oh, okay.
So you're gonna hear a little bit of electric and a little bit of acoustic in there. But in the song you really can't tell. But if you break it down,
Well, yeah, because there's more stuff going on with that. Yeah.
And it just fills it out,
Oh yeah, that's right. So you have it all. You have the DAW right now, right?
I'm just making this shit in Machine, Native Instruments Machine, and then I'm loading it into a very outdated version of Ableton Live. It's like Ableton Live 9 to sequence it.
Yeah.
For vocals, I'll sequence it if it's just a beat in Machine, but if I want vocals, I'll put in Live. Make it longer and sequence it and shit.
Yeah. Right now I just have Logic Pro that I'm using because my computer doesn't seem to want to handle anything too much more advanced than that.
Logic's the shit though. It's pretty good.
It's got after I used a little bit of Pro Tools first for a little while, Logic, I was able to use Logic better because I was able to find the same things. I think I would do Pro Tools, but can't afford it right now.
It's cool now though because they can you can use it with any interface, right? Dude, when I went to MMI, I went to MMI 2005 to 2007.
Oh, he went for a little bit. You went to MMI for a little bit.
Yeah,
right?
I went to Mass Media Institute.
And at that time, fucking Pro Tools, you could only fucking use their proprietary fucking hardware, and it was the dumbest shit. Like
you had to have their hardware too?
Yeah, you had to have their hardware.
Oh no!
Why do you think I gave you that book, bro? Like that's what they gave us.
Oh, speaking of which, do you have the power cord for that thing?
What thing?
The hard drive.
It's possible.
You should look for the power cord because I don't have a power cord that fits it right now.
Okay.
That's what she said.
yeah. I call it my power cord. You know. Have you ever heard of? Wait, did you ever hear any MC DJ? That was Childish Gambino's original moniker. That he would remix like stuff, like indie stuff a lot actually, and he remixed Sufjan Stevens. He did all of Illinois, but like it was called Illinois, and it was using all the Sufjan Stevens stuff, but like remixed by him. So
I like it.
Yeah, you should definitely look into MC DJ because it was like you can tell that's when he's like figuring out how to do it. He's just figuring out how to do production.
Dude, when I like the Jay-Z shit with the Beatles album or whatever.
Oh, the Cray album, yeah.
I didn't get it. Like I was like, how does he do this production? But now it's like,
yeah, John Lennon's dead.
I could do that.
And
John.
And George Harrison too, actually. Sorry.
No way.
Sorry to break the news. I'm really, really sorry, guys.
Oh,
that's Jay-Z.
Well, cheers to that.
What about Jay-Z?
What about Jay-Z? No, Jay-Z's still safe.
Jay-Z can go and he can hang out.
He's royalty.
He's royalty.
He's like on the goddamn throne at this point.
Yeah.
You guys want to roll into the podcast now?
Yeah.
We got
what?
The podcast. We were doing a podcast, I think, before.
Hey, you guys.
I don't remember.
Why are we here? Welcome everybody back to the Album Concept Hour. I'm your host, Brad LeBaron, and I have my co-hosts, John and John. I almost said John and Jake. John and Dave.
Well,
Jake is not here right now.
Jake has been here for a while.
Yes. Jake's another one of the co-hosts, but who you are
That's
hearing
very unique names, so it'll be hard to remember.
That's his mention.
I think it's just after John. I want to say Jake because they're both J's. You know,
JJ's.
Totally. JJ's.
JJ's.
Double J's.
And then we have Zach.
Have one J, you want another.
You want
one.
another J.
That's words to live by from Zach, aka Everyday.
Hi everyone.
Hey guys. But we're here. We're finishing up Mr. Lif's I Phantom from 2002, and we have 5 tracks left for you guys. So we're gonna barrel right into the next track. This is track 10. And it is The Now.
Now she's a nervous wreck, looking to collect anything that she can smoke, swallow, drink, or inject. When she was mentally gone, she went to the prom, had dates and actually could sit down, discuss relationships with her mom. But tell me, how much pressure can a person take before they break it? Maybe drugs disarm a large enough escape. So one night she turned in but stayed up late at a desk with the...
Oh man, that one fucking slams, dude. That one goes. I really like that track. Another Slamma Jamma. It's another like day in the life story kind of thing too. You know, they're like that. This album has a lot of really great like one track, a whole contained like story. An everyman album, if you will.
In every track.
What?
With an every man.
Every track has every man.
Every person album. Thank you very much.
Yeah, this album's about omniscience.
Hashtag me too.
Actually, I need you.
What do you mean every person?
But
Oh, dog.
He wants to listen too.
He wanted my cord.
He's got a tire.
Apollo's been trying to get himself one of these headphones for a while now.
He wants on the podcast.
Dude, he's...
Yeah. He used to be featured at the end of every episode.
He's restless.
Yeah.
Someone needs to take a picture of Apollo, draw it, and that be your logo. With him ripping apart a microphone.
I know. You know what? It really should. I had him on the outro, actually, of every podcast with Revolver Audio. But
oh, yeah. With the...
Yep. Yeah, I had him crunching on his food. But it didn't fit with the Flyover State Park outro. But
why not?
It just
it's not the same.
It would have been. It just
not
wouldn't.
The same feeling.
It's
of
like
flying.
an airplane and like out of just dogs eating food in an airplane. Just I don't know. It just doesn't seem. It's not like a scenario that you expect to.
We'll table it. We'll
run
come back
into.
to it later.
We'll table it. We'll
figure
it.
it out. We'll workshop it.
But I really liked the part that I picked. Obviously, I'm biased. With that.
He liked the
I
part
liked
that he
the
picked,
part
so.
that I like.
I like the music I like.
But he picked a pretty good part, though.
Who is this that's singing this part? Do you know offhand? The character Kate. Who is that?
What do you mean?
Isn't there someone else on this track besides? Is this the track with the lady?
I love the smashing.
Yeah, this is a.
Hey,
this
by
is
the way,
It's Darcy. It was Darcy the whole time.
Yeah, is this not the one with the female rapper on it?
I don't.
That's the last track.
Jean
I
Grey.
think.
That's the last track.
Oh, okay. I'm mixing this up with that one.
It's unfortunate that she's on the last track, but that fucking verse from her is.
It is really good.
It's an ending. It's an
It's good.
apocalyptic verse.
But I'm going to apologize ahead of time because it's not in the
You
clip
should
that I
just.
chose.
Oh, son of a bitch.
We can
I'm
always
so
rework
sorry.
it, right?
I was gonna say, you should just play her verse.
Right? Yeah. The whole
No.
thing without any thought about copyright.
Spotlight.
But it kind of shows like two different stories though. Like there's a story of John, the guy that the last track, his dad's not paying attention to him. And
Busy. He's got shit going
he's got
on.
shit. He's got another family. You know.
I fucking got kids.
And this girl is going through some shit of her own. Oh wait, that's right. This is a song that goes really into a really depressing shit. This one's got a suicide in it.
No.
Did you read the lyrics ever before? Yeah, like apparently like
No.
her all the pressure gets to her in the verse and like she commits suicide. It's very tragic.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what we do on this podcast. We listen to we read everything and find out all the horrible shit that happened. I'm trying to find the lyrics, but I'm not doing well. Maydays drowned out by melees.
No,
voice raise.
further down was some pretty morbid self.
There we go.
Checked.
Yeah. How much pressure could a person take before they break, and maybe drugs aren't a large enough escape? So one night she turned in but stayed up late at her desk with a single piece of paper and Papermate.
Ooh.
Here's mama for the routine. Wake at daybreak. What she saw made her knees shake. The death of her dear Kate. And then the note said, "Here's the future of your fucking perfect child. Be proud. I'm living for the now."
Ugh.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not. It doesn't sound. It's not like a song
sad.
that sounds like depressing in the production or anything. But like,
Right.
there's some heavy stuff happening in the background.
That's the best way to do it, though.
Yeah. I mean, that's like a really cool move with a catchy song. I think a catchy poppy song.
Hey,
Just
took the Papermate.
throwing in some really hard
That's
stuff.
Like I love that formula of having like a real catchy beat song and then having just like the weirdest depressing lyrics.
Yeah. Because
but everyone else like this is great. I'm like, but it's really sad.
I love this paragraph here that we're looking at the screen here, because it's really like a fatherly thing, like saying all these things and then just being like, breathe now. God, why did this have to be now? Holy crap, what happened to me?
Because it kind of goes in after that it kind of goes into a bunch of things that like a parent
I know what you're gonna do. No.
Yeah. Get off the phone. Leave the boys alone. Go to your room.
Think about what you did.
Yeah, and apparently they knew about the needle, maybe. So I don't know. I don't want to cast aspersions on this fictional character's parents, but very sad. Very sad.
Yeah, very sad.
This next track we got for you guys is a track called "Friends and Neighbors," and let's see what this is about.
Cause this is a hard trial. No answer, just a mental cancer. Before you choke, I hope you get a chance to feel fear. Cause this is a real scare. I'm giving you 3 seconds to tell us how we got here.
There's a very old rap vibe.
That's a very old school rap vibe.
Yeah.
Yes, most definitely.
Record scratch.
Got some like some funk samples
R&B,
there, I think.
like feeling there.
Yeah. I really enjoyed the production on this track.
And it's cool. And so I was talking about how like the shit nowadays sounds sonically immensely more full than this stuff.
Yeah.
But when I heard this, that shit was like,
this was cutting edge, right?
Boom. That shit was for sure cutting edge, because that's what they were essentially doing the same thing for the people 10 years ahead of them. They were adding more to it, and sonically the sound was better. The technology grew every so many years.
Crazy.
You can
the Magnolia reference.
Oh my God.
Wait. Okay.
Dude, that's insane.
Let's see. It says, in the album's liner notes,
good movie.
Mr. Lif compares the song to 1990 film Magnolia, which was written and directed by Paul Thomas Anderson. He addressed this in a 2003 interview with Pitchfork. He mentioned Magnolia in the liner notes to I, Phantom. Is the scope and structure of that film an influence on your albums, which have always had concepts? Using Magnolia was the only way I could make a sense of that song. It wasn't really inspired by Magnolia. It was just working on the jam, and realized that after I turned in the album, no one really understood it. I haven't seen Magnolia, so I don't really know what...
I haven't seen it for like 15 years, so I'm kind of in the same, but it's good.
The next step would be like a weird David Lynch film.
I was about to say, I thought it was a David Lynch film, actually, before I read that little snippet. I assumed it was...
John C. Reilly?
Is John C. Reilly in it?
Is it John C. Reilly?
I mean, he's been in a lot of really serious stuff.
What's the movie?
Magnolia.
I think so. He was in a lot of P. Thomas Anderson because he was also in Boogie Nights.
Or was
it the guy that
died? Paul Thomas
Paul
Thomas.
No. Are you talking about that really serious guy that was always serious?
Yes.
Truman Capote. Yeah. Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yes.
Yes.
He was in that too.
Yes.
Man,
they had like a bunch of frogs.
Again.
Falling from the sky.
Boogie Nights and stuff like the frogs. Jesus.
And then Amy Mann had an amazing song, and then we never heard from her again.
She's been on some She's actually friends with Scott Aukerman and has been on Comedy Bang Bang a few times, the podcast. So she does stuff like locally. I think actually she's like kind of like toned down to be more of a local person for the LA scene. But Magnolia though, I'm gonna have to. I definitely like. I'm surprised I haven't actually seen it.
Night.
I know we keep on talking about having like some kind of movie night for the Discord or something. Like,
some random night.
If you guys want to do a movie night, like let me know.
We should have a movie night for the albums that have had original motion picture soundtracks.
We did think about that for Strawberry Fields, or no, Strawberry Fields. Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, because that movie's crazy.
Bonkers.
Okay, but have you ever listened to the soundtrack to Godzilla 2000 with Rage, Puff Daddy?
Oh well, yeah. That's classic.
That's all right.
Have you ever wanted to destroy your speakers in your system and just never want to hear those songs again?
Honestly, that is a soundtrack we should maybe tap into. It's kind of a gem of its time,
I will quit if you do that.
He's handing in his letter of resignation.
Not even a 2-week notice. I'll just handwrite it.
You're just going to throw down your headphones and leave, yeah.
We should make a podcast about shit albums.
I have been trying to find because generally concept albums are really high effort, and so generally they're not bad. But on side B, we've been running some really crap stuff.
Oh, we can do
because
bad
it's just location based, so that could be fucking any bullshit. And sorry, not to talk shit about the music, but it's just there's some
bad albums.
There's some really bad albums on side B. Please listen to it.
I love it.
But
that's the best sales pitch ever. There are bad albums over.
You want to hear some bad albums? Listen to side B.
You should do a podcast where you're it's just your reactions to shit songs.
I mean, that's kind of what side B has
That
become
might be
sometimes.
a natural progression for the show.
All right,
to be
Like
honest
as
with you.
as Reese gets drunker, he is more critical of the music. So
of course, somebody has to.
yeah. He by the end of it, he's like, "Fuck, this is fucking dumb." Like,
what does this mean?
New idea. Everyone brings in like purposely this a bad album that's no one has ever heard before.
I think we really should. We should do a month straight of bad albums. Like that should be just one special
or
month.
just a whole another podcast. It would be just like a bonus. Just like be just like the craziest shit that people can
It
find.
has to be completely obscure that you can't find it on Google or
Spotify.
Like,
Yeah.
Like you can't search for it or some shit.
I'm sure I have a few CDs here and there that I could like pull out and like
There was some
bring to
bad,
the
like,
forefront.
7 inches I've got on my timer album.
I have
Easily
some
go through
like
shit.
amazing shit I found on Reverb Nation.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, I met Dustin Sisson, the guy that did the vocals in that song and recorded like a lot of my hip hop shit on Reverb Nation.
Okay.
Like, messages because he was in a band.
They were trying to. They kept on sending me emails to like join them for the podcast stuff, but I was like, I don't know where this fits with.
What do you mean? Like,
What are you doing, Brad?
Well, I kept on asking him like, well, how does a podcast fit into Reverb Nation's strategy? Because I think they just saw that we did music and they thought that I was a musician or something.
Okay. So
Yeah. I get
Maybe they just wanna
sometimes I do
interview you.
get like spam ads that are like treating me like, oh, this guy's in a band or something. It's like,
fucking,
no, I just listen to music.
I did like a review. I uploaded some music and we paid to get it reviewed through Reverb Nation through their like affiliates or whatever.
Yeah, how did that go?
And like it sucked balls. Dude. It was the worst because like we got the reviews back and half the reviews were like, oh, I love the keyboards. There's no keyboards in the song. It's like they clearly were.
Is this like the Reddit? Is this like the Reddit roast me thing?
Right? Yeah.
I don't know.
They took your stuff and posted on Reddit roast me, and then like sent you back the replies. No, but that's
they were not mean, but they were just.
But it
like,
was just
dumb, and they didn't.
Yeah.
It was like you didn't listen.
Well,
to
that's
the
part of the
song.
reason.
You
Like
This was the very first
clear.
song they ever heard in their life, so maybe they can't really.
Well, no, they didn't even hear it. They didn't listen to it. I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I'm saying.
They wasn't accurate information.
The song that they actually listened
Yeah.
to had keys and marimba in it or whatever. You know?
Yeah.
Dude, the sousaphone solo was amazing.
Can't beat it. No, but that's part of the reason that I don't push like Apple.
That flute solo in the middle
The
there.
dulcimer
right
hammer
there.
was
But no, like
amazing.
I don't push like Apple reviews or whatever because like most of the time when I hear people get Apple reviews, it's like a bunch of people that don't fundamentally understand the premise of the podcast.
Apple's or
so
reviews.
like. You know, reviews really, especially in
Or
this day
it's
and
an
age, you gotta
Apple
take with a grain
robot.
of salt.
I swear to God, that's a
That's
thing
cool
now.
that
You
you're
see
getting, are
these.
you getting reviews like that?
By bots? I don't
That's
really
fucking
know
dope.
because of Anchor.
Dude, bots.
Anchor doesn't tell me. So
Up top for the bots.
there is a bot on our Discord. By the way.
Yes.
Yeah. He's the former. He's from the cover of that Queen album where they're all in his hand. He's been out of work for like decades, so we hired him out for the Discord to cover our polls. So yeah. So join the Discord if you're listening. By the way.
Yeah.
we have bots.
Every day here I'm almost 40 years old. I don't understand what Discord is.
I'll be 30 in like 2
Okay,
weeks.
Really?
AOL Instant Messenger. AOL Instant Messenger, but better. But
with
now
video games.
With video games.
Some sort of video games involved
It's
in
chat
it.
and pictures.
The culture is very, very AOL Instant Messenger.
Can I
think.
send sexual text messages?
I think you have to find the right Discords for it. I think,
That's
but
interesting.
I'm sure that you can find those. I haven't been to those yet, but I'm sure that's a thing. Yeah. Discord people, join up.
I'm gonna just ask them for a friend.
Yeah.
Is that the dark web?
Yeah, of course. We got another track for you guys.
Dude, I want to get a bumper sticker called darkweb.com and just put it on the back.
Darkweb.com.
It's got all the info.
Darkweb.com. Yes. That's where I get all of my drugs. Darkweb.com. But all right, we got another track for you guys. This is track 12. It is Iron Helix featuring Insight.
What is a helix?
Thank God that this earth's life is over. Devour the sun and make the universe colder.
Extol the master, spinning planets around my aura like an orbit. Set a mountain on a short twist, my fingers enforce miss into a tornado. Raw fatal, I make rain flow, draining clouds into a rainbow. I mastered math, infused bionics with biology.
Wait, I think this might be the guy that I was thinking reminded me a little bit of Ram's flow a little bit.
Mr. Lif?
No, Insight. I think that was Insight. I think that part was might have been Insight. They were going back and forth in this one. But there's a lot of fucking great lines in this track, though. This is like it's almost like a rap battle, but like the concept is like it's yeah, it's like the in track 3 he like split and made every man made a replica, and then at this point the replica is rap battling him. For whatever reason.
We discussed this earlier. It's Link and Shadow Link.
Yes. Yeah, that's how it works.
That's why it's helix. You're not hearing the double helix.
It's the double helix, but separate.
Hot, yo.
Wow. Oh my god, man. The shit's in your DNA, bro.
Damn.
But no, I really enjoyed like the back and forth on this track though. Like this is a really like they're having a lot of fun with like it's normally it's like one verse, but this is like line by line. Sometimes they're switching. What were you gonna say? Zach?
I was gonna look up something, but I forgot. I completely fucking forgot.
Insight is the guy on this track.
That's
if that helps. Insight.
She said that it was Kate.
She did. Yeah, Kate from the previous track. Yeah.
She's like, oh shit, Insight.
Do you know much about Insight? Like,
I don't know anything about him actually.
Okay. No insight on Insight. Okay.
No insight on Insight.
Because he's a producer as well. He produced tracks 6 and 7, and this one and the next one.
He produced a good amount.
But I don't know a whole lot about him. But I love his fucking flow and everything.
His flow is sick.
Yeah. I wish I knew more about what's going on with him.
Status, and that was when he did.
He doesn't have a Wikipedia page. Like we were complaining about that, man.
Brad, weird.
It's ridiculous.
$1 and you'll
that's unfortunate. That's what we have to like look to.
Well, I know it's become like a status symbol. Weirdly, like, oh, you have a Wikipedia page. Like you must have done a few things or something.
You must have done something of notice.
We can take a break. We can go to the library. We can pull up the microfiche. We can really do some detail. We can really try to find that shit.
That's so much work.
Let's
go to the library.
We have the power, guys. It's free.
Let's go.
I don't know right now. I think the last time I had
it's 11 p.m. Let's do it.
I can use a new decimal system.
Public.
We're breaking into the library.
We're breaking into the library, guys.
With your Patreon, you can help us get bail.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Listen.
By the time this episode
officer,
comes out, we are going to be in jail.
Listen, officer, I was just trying to get this issue. Like, I was just trying to read some Harry Potter. Okay?
We needed an insight, and only the public library had this info.
That's like my real goal here. I think is to release
a
podcast from jail. Like that would give me some.
I would rather do that controlled than
you
not.
have to somehow hide your phone.
I don't want to go to jail.
Yeah, I could probably figure it out. I could probably smuggle in at least a lapel mic.
There's
what I'm talking about?
There's not already a podcast in jail.
I think there already. No, there definitely actually is.
There's gotta be a jail podcast.
Actually, I don't remember the name of it, but there is a really good podcast for people that have been in jail and then get out of jail that are still participating. I'll remember the name and put the link in the description. But it's a really great podcast project.
I tell you, going to jail would be a real earth crusher for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Boy. That would really shatter your earth.
That would really shatter my shit.
40,000 megatons from my lungs. My attack is stunning. Where the fuck are you running? Incoming, worldwide assault. I take out the U.S. government and then Russia. Earth crusher.
News just in New Zealand hitting Australia. I don't know what's going on.
out Russia too, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. He took out.
it.
This is
We're
full scale nuclear fallout
Mr.
right
Lif.
here.
Take the American government out.
I like that it starts with
Take
like
them all
Russia.
out.
I
Take
like
them all out.
Well, I
Start
like-
a new world.
If you gotta get Russia,
games.
yeah, like War Games, the movie with
Matthew Broderick.
Matthew Broderick.
dude. So he apparently like
Tactical
fucking
thermonuclear war.
Yeah.
killed the girl from Ferris Bueller's
What?
in a car crash.
What?
Yeah. I was reading the top 10 celebrities who have killed people.
Oh no!
Just found out now.
The article: top 10 celebrities that have killed people.
And number 11 gets no credit.
Oh my god!
You know who should be. You know who should be number 12.
Try hard enough.
That's a very like. Yeah. Wow.
I'll tell you, man.
Never thought about it like that. Thanks, that's making me feel like a shitty person.
No, it's just you didn't write the article. Like,
No, that's true. Or
it's
did
like
I?
someone was like, "This is a good idea for an article."
And said you read it like
wait,
a good
wait.
consumer.
I have to ask.
Nice work.
I have to ask: was William Shatner on that list? Because there was
I
some
don't think
sketchy
so.
stuff that happened with his ex-wife.
Really?
So at number 11 on
I
that
think
list.
it was like
Was it Motley
accused.
Crue?
I think it was accused.
What?
They have been actually accused.
No. It's like Hollywood
Like O.J. Simpson.
mythology. So, yeah. Never proven, of course. Yeah. But
There's a dude from Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, that's such a good show.
Did he kill a man?
Yeah.
Did he kill a man?
Scientology, dude. I
Half
learned
sack?
about it from that list. I never watched the show.
Wait,
End up
Good
like
show.
Scientology comes up with that show?
Chase him up the rooftops. And
I
he
haven't
fell
I
and
haven't
he,
been there yet. I haven't seen that.
Man, I gotta watch.
I'm only like
Insane.
4
I gotta watch
seasons
Sons of
in.
Anarchy.
He was half sack.
3.5. I'm like 3.5 seasons in.
Damn, I really have to
He
check
was a
this
member
out.
of the
No,
first
it's a
season.
real
Good show.
It was
It's a
real.
good show.
That's real life.
Yeah.
A real dude. He was like grown up in Scientology, and he killed people and shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
that sucks,
He was on
bro.
Sons.
Damn.
I didn't even like know until I looked up the fucking
Top 10?
top 10.
Do you know Henry
I have
Rollins?
a distant relative.
Henry
That,
Rollins is in the show as an Aryan, like.
He plays a character.
yeah, he actually, I
But
mean,
he does it perfectly.
he kind
but
of
we all
fits the role.
For the
physically.
record, though, he
He's a
really
good
hates Aryan people. But
Well,
yeah,
of course.
he,
I
like,
mean,
people used to come
it
to
would
his
be
show and be like,
incredibly-
yeah, Nazi, and he
it
used
would
to
be
tell them to go
incredibly
away.
irresponsible
If
to
you
hire
did not
an.
know that, you should get kicked in the head.
Yeah, if someone was like really, really pro Aryan shit, and they, you give them a job on your show, then that would be like probably a bad mix.
Have
Well,
you
he's
guys
probably
seen
quite
the
an
green room?
What?
Have you guys seen the green room?
Which green room?
The one.
The one with the Nazis.
Oh, with Patrick Stewart? Patrick Stewart? Yes. That movie is fucking dope.
so nuts,
It's the last movie, I think, for the guy that played Chekhov in the first couple Star Trek movies.
Oh, all right.
He died tragically because a car's emergency brake faltered and crushed him to death. His car crushed him to death against a fence. Chekhov, the guy from those first two movies, has passed away. And because of that, there was a huge recall and lawsuit to the car company that was involved. But this was one of his last films. Anyway,
Well, thanks for bringing me down, Brad.
Usually Jake's the one that brings up the deaths, but Jake's not here, so I had to fill in.
Woods
but yeah,
metal concert video.
Patrick Stewart is a Nazi in this film.
It's so fucking weird.
It's so
Well,
weird,
Romper
but
Stomper.
he does such a great job. I've never seen him do a villain ever, but he does a fantastic job. And the fact that there's like another like Star Trek guy in it is also kind of fun, As I come from a Trek family.
It's so for me, it's like so weird to like. I didn't even realize that till you said that. Like, I forgot Patrick Stewart was on Star Trek.
Oh, really? You know
him
more from the green room.
Well, no, I mean,
American Dad, or just as a person, just as a
human
entity, Patrick Stewart.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess I honestly,
He was on a top 10
might-
list of people knighted.
He was on,
more from
he
just
was.
memes
That's true. I
and
mean,
shit,
he was in X-Men as well. Professor X. So I mean, he is kind
X
of
might be it.
Yeah, he is kind of one of those guys that like.
He's a mutant Starfleet captain.
Yeah. He's done a lot of really important roles for any sort of nerd of any color, you know.
Cinnamon rolls. Dude, I really want a fucking Cinnabon right now.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh my god,
I fucking
cinnamon roll would taste amazing.
I wish that there were Cinnabons around the corner everywhere.
If it was $19.99 right now, I'd go to the Easttown Mall and fucking rock a Cinnabon.
Cinnabon!
They make
Do
it.
you know you can order Pizza Hut and get Cinnabon now?
Well, you get-
What the fuck are you talking about?
Wait,
Why
but
are you
they don't
talking
have
about
the
this?
full.
John Samples of Black Magic.
You
No, no,
can
no.
get a Pizza Hut
You'll be
pizza
cursed.
and get some Cinnabon bombs.
Wait, no. Like actual.
It's a mini bond.
Have
It's
you
a mini
not been
bond.
paying
It doesn't
attention
count.
to
They can't be the
Pizza
same
Hut the
thing.
last,
It can't be the
2
same
years?
thing.
So Pizza Hut time travels to malls.
Pizza Hut has merged with Cinnabon Company. They're all the same company.
2050.
It's all a big
Cinnabon
blonde
has
now.
merged
It
with
is the
Pizza
imagine-
So
Hut.
now you can get pizza. Now you can get Cinnabon bonds
Oh Jesus Christ!
with your Pizza Hut
Cinnabon
pizza
bond.
and some Wing Street wings, because it's all the same thing.
God damn it.
And
You
now
had-
I'm
I'll
hungry.
You
tell
had
you.
to plug Wing Street.
I'm going
getting to a deep inside of John's brain.
I'm going to end some
A
stuff
fucking-
right
a
now, all right?
brilliant
You
marketing
know those
scheme.
nacho
Pizza
fries?
Hut.
You know those nacho fries that
Brad,
Taco
John's
Bell's
ordering
got?
a meal right
Guess
now.
what? Pizza Hut's been using those for like 10 years.
The past
Actually,
5
I
minutes
had
has
Taco Bell
been
in
paid
there.
for by Pizza
All
Hut
right.
and Taco Bell.
Just time
So guess
traveled.
what? Y'all
Pizza
think
Hut's
that
garbage,
nacho
by the way.
fries
Pizza
great
Hut.
thing
I
in the
hope you
world?
hear me. I hate you so much, Pizza
Pizza
Hut.
Hut been using those
You
fries for years.
stupid-
Y'all ignored them.
Stupid
I love,
Y'all ignored them like sons of bitches.
I love,
All right,
I love
I'm
Pizza
done.
Pit.
I'm done.
Man, Pizza Pit did not,
Man,
Because that's the pit.
did not smuggle cheese into their crust.
this is going to be a clip, I think. We have one more clip for you guys, by the way.
You guys ever heard of Domino's?
I've heard of that. I've
Their
heard
crust is
of
dry.
that.
I'm just fucking around. They're terrible.
I mean, hey, in a pinch though, they're
They're
cheap.
local though, right?
They're cheap though, you know.
Glass or sales, pretty local too.
Glass nickels.
That's Nickels pretty
Glass nipple?
Glass nipples. Yeah.
Oh my God,
the
Sal's
pizza joint.
is the fucking shit.
Yeah.
I would not want to suck on glass nipples, though. Let me tell
Glass nickel and Sal's.
That's a fact, John.
I'm
No
cool
one
with
does.
it. I'm okay with it.
Gourmet. Real.
Fucking gourmet.
Sexual.
So these sound like the last
Sexual
thing you'd want to
pizzas.
do, which would almost be
Look,
like
if
the
I'm gonna-
post-mortem
If I'm
thing
gonna
you'd
rub
want
a
to do.
fucking 12-inch
You know?
over my nipples, it's gonna be Sal's or fucking
Sal's is fucking.
or glass nickel.
Local listeners are.
Sales sponsored by 12-inch nipples.
Local listeners are watering.
What is Dave drinking?
Oh yeah, I was about to say. Why don't we?
Was that a?
This is a segment that we I figure while we're talking about stuff, we might as well get into a segment called "What is Dave drinking?" and that's where we're going around the horn
definitely
and ask everyone what we've been sipping on.
I know what it is.
You know what it is you've been sipping on?
Wait, I know what Wait, what?
I know what I'm
This is
sipping
the
on.
test
Who,
now.
what, where, when,
I'm
and
sipping
why,
on.
and how?
I'll start it. I'm sipping on some Corona right now. I
Sans
had
lime.
Yeah, sans the lime. I don't have a lime with me.
Ray, you should tell me I brought one for you.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. There was.
I'm stressed out now.
I'm sorry, Dave.
Don't you worry
this is
about it, Davey.
It's from this one is from Dave. It's from Phase 3 Brewing Company, and it is Pixel Density, an IPA that is
Phantasm.
sweet.
It is very sweet.
It's a
Tropical,
sweet
hazy.
IPA, which I didn't know existed actually. So really surprised by that.
I didn't know it was gonna be that sweet when I bought it.
And I'll let you talk about the rest of them.
All
Yeah.
Well, the one you got in your hand, I believe, is the Revolution Supermassive.
Supermassive.
Which is I believe it's their barrel-aged coffee stout.
Yeah.
That's a coffee.
Yeah. It's
We
got that nice
also
bitter
indulge in the
flavor.
Wolf Ridge, which is out of Ohio. This is the.
Oh, that's the. Is that the bourbon we're drinking?
This is. The
Oh,
beer.
that's right.
This is the Breakfast Barrel Direwolf. This is the Imperial Espresso Stout, aged in maple syrup barrels.
Nice. Much
Then-
like yourself.
Then the exactly.
Let me
Well,
toss you this
Yes.
The cable?
Yes.
Are you good with
I got
it?
it.
I just pull it
Yeah,
out?
yeah. It shouldn't be a problem. Yeah.
The brown juice was the which was
Brown juice.
I was enjoying the cask. That was
Yeah.
the whistle pig, the piggyback, the 6-year aged rye.
Okay.
How was that? You seemed hot. It seemed like you were.
I was gonna say I'm enjoying it, but
Yeah,
the
the whiskey
first sip, I definitely got some whiskey
heat.
face. I was like, ooh,
Some
yeah,
heat.
yeah.
Wow. And then
I like it a little bit watered down.
A little stone in there.
Yeah. I put a big ice cube in there, and then eventually it's a little bit easier.
Waters it down a little bit, you know. That's
Yeah,
what they call
yeah.
on the rocks, motherfucker.
The rocks.
And the last one I'm cracking right now is just the Revolution, the Death Star, which is their basic kind of their stout, but barrel aged stout.
Yeah.
I'll pass that to you when we get back around. You can tell me what you think about it.
All right, cool. And then what about you, John? What are you listening? Or sorry, what are you drinking?
Well, what I'll tell you, I'm drinking a beer called Earthquake.
He's listening to Earthquake.
Right. Earthquake. Wow.
It is 10% alcohol.
Crushed. I was gonna say I did notice your cans look different.
These are different.
I like. This.
I had to go. I had to go to Quick Trip to pull some money because you know they got the all the free ATMs. That's a beautiful thing, you know.
Unless you're
and well, this was the beer they had, and the percentage matched up with what I wanted to do. So you know,
chicken ain't bad either.
Earthquake beer,
really,
for the cheap and hard, my friends.
I mean, for a gas station,
for the cheap and hard, but you need the kick.
Because of the gas.
Earthquake beer.
Yeah, no, that's
drink water when you're doing it.
Yes. We always advise when we're doing What is Dave Drinking. Every episode, we always tell you to hydrate, of course, because we're responsible drinkers.
Properly hydrate.
What about you, Zach? What are you sipping on tonight?
Yeah. Wow. So I'm still kind of in awe of the Earthquake. I've never seen that.
Yeah.
It's a
that's
whole
interesting.
Thing. It's a whole thing.
But so I'm okay. So I'm drinking
Here's a can.
I
you
needed.
Can go ahead and take a look.
That's hot.
Yeah, look at that. That's an earthquake right there.
Under my feet.
Yeah.
My hands are shaking. So I went the real cheap route.
Yeah.
'Cause I need some din. So I got some fucking cheeseburgers at McDonald's and 2 High C Orange.
High C Orange is back.
I went to the liquor
classic.
store.
Yeah.
Got me a little 750 of this New Amsterdam.
Hell yeah.
Poured a shit ton in each one and just like started like shoving it in my face hole.
Yep. New Amsterdam and High C, like
It's the new High C.
you can't go
Also,
wrong.
I want to say you
High
suck
C's
McDonald's.
fantastic.
For
Did they fuck up?
They never should have gotten rid of it.
I was
by
like,
getting rid.
I was like, hey, bro,
no
pickles.
I want no pixels in my high sauce.
I do not like the
I wanted no
pickles.
pickles, but I wanted him to put the mac sauce.
You got,
on it.
you
Plus
got to put the
High
mac
C.
sauce.
The High C.
High C just rounds everything out.
You got that right.
Yeah.
Got that right.
Or she.
Then you got the fries
sorry.
right. You get the
They?
fries.
Anyone.
Fries.
Every man.
Every day for
Every man, every person.
Every man.
This is a Mr. Lif Phantom situation.
Yeah, exactly. You don't know who it is.
You're in a phantom situation.
It's a real post-mortem situation.
Pretty sure my night was just like this album.
Well, we got to get out of the segment before we can go post-mortem. But
is that true?
There is an outro theme, and yeah.
There are things.
But yeah,
what happened there?
We have one more track.
Sorry, I drank a lot tonight.
Yeah, we just got through the segment, and we had to close it off. Otherwise, we would be in a perpetual state of What is Dave Drinking? So
And that's not good for anybody.
yeah.
Are we
You
ready
know,
for
I
that?
gotta say, I think there
We'd have
was
to go
one
through-
time.
You know, we could do
we
that,
didn't.
but we're gonna have to go through your whole like. Don't you have like a thing in your basement or something like that? Like,
He has a butt.
full of
booty.
like
A cellar?
beers.
He's got a booty.
Cellar, yes.
You have a
Does he have, like,
cellar full of beers?
Some-
Yeah.
Does have a cellar.
From what year?
All back to
all
the
over.
1700s.
All over the years.
Shit.
Yeah.
All over the years.
Yeah, dude.
I made that last part up. That's awesome.
But yeah, no, that's why we have a segment for him. You know,
Yeah,
he's
totally.
got an actual beer cellar
That's
with
why we made the segment.
yeah,
for it.
yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Come back again. We'll bring some more shit, whatever you want.
Yeah. Hell yeah. We have one more track for you guys. This is a track called Postmortem. It's the final track, and this is the one where I picked LP, but we can listen to the Jean Grey bit a little bit if you want to. But this is Postmortem and the part I picked.
Jean Grey says something.
It was a gentle fishing kiss on my block and hot light like a baby breathing siren terrain. And now my name is merely last second of brain exists. Before the final flash, motion and pretty details of the life I had passed. Now my warm night in Brooklyn is ash, falling from the snout of Lucy's that I choked on around the corner from class. Before the moments when the moon can move fast. Another summer.
Oh, don't want to go back to Dave's segment. All right.
Not again.
I almost went back into it. But yeah. That was LP on one of the some of his early stuff. It had LP, Jean Grey, and Acrobatic.
So in 2002, Brad, did LP do anything like himself before this, or was he doing a lot of like little like? Just...
When did Fantastic Damage come out? Because that's the one that really. Solidified.
Because I wonder, like, did he have a few things before he was doing a lot of producing, or was he just had like a few like singles, 7-inch styles, or?
I think he was.
This is his first solo album, right?
All right, Fantastic Damage.
2002,
right,
actually,
so
same year.
But then Company Flow was like 98, 99.
Yeah, so he was in a group first, and then
like a collective or a group.
I think it was like.
It was
three
a group,
guys?
I think it was
group?
just those three guys
Yeah,
on
yeah,
the
yeah.
actual album, but then I don't think they ever did anything after that.
Yeah, and then then he came out with Fantastic Damage on his own, and I think that he kind of just like did a lot of production for the next while until Cancer? No, not Cancer for Cure.
He's all over.
There was another one besides Cancer for Cure, though, right?
He's all over Def Juxx and like
he's
Living Legends shit, mellow music shit.
Yeah.
I mean, so he had his feet in the pool. He wasn't like he didn't just dive into the Lift album. He's been doing
he's had a good run already by the time he's working on this. I think that he's like kind of I don't know what like the age difference is between Mr. Lif and LP, but I mean it seems like in this album at least that like the producers that Mr. Lif knows are really like, giving him their best stuff, like they're trying to make Mr. Lif shine,
Absolutely.
Yeah. Whether it be Insight or LP.
Some of the tracks you don't want. I mean, you want to put like your best into this, right?
Yeah. And there's a lot of people working on this album. There's a lot of producing involved in this. Besides, because I mean, I don't think Mr. Lif does any of the production, right? Mr. Lifting. Mr. Lifting.
I really want to know what Fish song he decided his name was going to be Mr. Lift.
That's a good question. If you're listening to this and please contact us.
I do want to say,
or if you're Mr. Lif,
or if you're Mr. Lif
totally
himself,
unrelated, but like he was like during this song, I was like, Mr.
Lift,
but
yeah, Mr.
Mister, lift this guy.
Maybe the
Mr. Lift.
Maybe
hey,
the
Mr.
T.
Security guard. This guy's puking his shit out.
This guy's
you
losing
lift him
it.
out of here.
Oh man. Maybe the T is silent. Maybe it's Mr. Lift. Mr. Lift. Yeah.
Anything is possible.
True.
Hey, you guys want to hear a little bit of the Jean Grey verse? I feel like we have to at least.
So good.
Yeah.
Hope is lick run up in some women. Convert to atheism, denounce God, pronounce religion dead, faith in nothing, trace my wrist with razors.
There's the earth question.
Oh man. The last person you heard was Acrobatic.
So he's in a group with Mr. Lif and DJ
Shadow.
The guy that's in here.
Oh, let me see if it's on the wiki here. We got with DJ Fax 1.
Yes.
DJ Fax 1.
And they are the Perceptionists. But honestly, they're kind of garbage.
Okay. So this is some.
We got a couple good
best.
songs.
Yeah.
But this, like this shit, man. This is the pinnacle of Mr. Lif.
They must have been. Maybe they were like tight at the time. You know, like they knew each other in their personal life. But yeah, I've definitely heard Jean Grey before though. Like I've heard that voice. I think
she had kind
MF
of like
Doom.
a industry reveal, like her album. You know, like
They did just not
Def Juxx though. You know, what I mean, it was like
yeah, and it just didn't get like the splash that like a Lauryn Hill did or something. Yeah.
Something
there's
always
a lot
gets
of
the splash.
She had the Fuji's back in her.
Right, but there's a lot
That's
of
very
like
true.
you know like right now we have tons of female rappers at the forefront but
it's hard to think of a time where it wasn't a thing, right?
Well, this was a time the
Props to
90s were
Gallup.
like the time where that really took off
This is the shit.
with like Queen Latifah and working with
Salt and Pepper.
Salt
Oh,
and Pepper.
Have you seen the
I
new,
love Salt
like
and
the
Pepper. What a man.
the
Great
newest
song.
shit, Thought Shit?
No.
With Megan Thee Stallion.
No, I don't think I have.
You never seen Thought Shit, dude?
Thought Shit, like at THOT.
Yeah, you need to look up that video.
Okay.
I know what you're talking about.
All right.
Look up that shit on YouTube right now, dude. Seriously.
This will be the Patreon.
This doesn't have to be part of the
I was about to say, we'll wrap up the podcast first.
So this was a
but-
great ending to the song.
Well, no, yeah. This is I was about to say, we're at the end of the album. There's a lot of stuff that has happened from start to finish. But check out the wiki if you want some more information about that stuff. But
it's very apocalyptic.
Yeah,
how it comes.
It ends with
from start to end.
Yeah, everyone's like in the second track, someone dies. Like the main character dies. The Everyman guy dies. But then by the end of it, like it's like nuclear fallout. Like it's completely like it keeps on one-upping itself, I guess, till the very end. So,
which is interesting because these beats are fucking fast-paced and hard. Like they fucking go.
Yeah,
these beats fucking rock.
Yeah,
The tracks don't stop. They
This
just
is like
interlead into each other.
this is the end of fucking backpacker hip hop boom bap with a message.
Yeah, it's 47 minutes though. That's like
and a concept.
It's a decent long message.
I was gonna say like it feels
And it is a
shorter.
concept.
It feels shorter than that, but I think it's part of the like because it like just moves so fast. It seems like a much shorter album than it is.
Also, there's fucking 7-minute and 35-second song on that shit. Like,
Yeah,
what the
we're
fuck,
like
dude?
halfway through. It just completely fucking changes beats.
So like, which song is this?
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah, that was what was it? I want to say Return of the B-Boy? Yeah. Return of the B-Boy has like two very, very different sections. But yeah. There's some really, really great stuff on this album. I definitely recommend you guys out there check it out. Listen to this start to finish. But yeah, before we get out of here, we're going to go around the horn and we're going to find out what everyone has been listening to and what they got to plug. So I'm gonna start with Dave and I'm gonna go around to me. So Dave, what have you been listening to? What do you got to plug?
So again, no surprise, it pops up a lot just through my day of Beastie Boys.
Yep.
But I dove back into an old favorite of mine, hardcore a few days ago. I mean, like not like the entire discography, but loop like 3, 4, or 5 times. I could not stop doing it. It made my day. The band is The Impossibles.
Okay. Yeah.
They started in '94, but I think first time I heard them was '95. I remember. So I go back.
Yeah.
Like 15-year-old Dave enjoyed them as much as 41-year-old Dave.
Yeah.
I get the same goddamn pleasure. Like every song, there's
It's hot.
every album, every EP, every whatever they did, there isn't a bad song. I guarantee if you like punk, just give them a shot.
Okay.
They're
The
fucking
Impossibles.
fantastic. And I found out the two members had a side project for like one album, Rory and Gabe, called Slow Reader. I discovered this a few days ago. I had no idea.
Oh, okay. So this is a new thing.
It was a new, and again, I could not stop listening to one song.
Okay.
And it's so dark and depressing. Like I feel like at some point Spotify should be like, "Are you okay? Do you want someone to chicken on you?"
We've reached out to your therapist and health provider.
The song was "Anesthetic for Amputee."
Wow, that the title alone is.
So I mean, the whole album is basically them two just acoustic. This is.
Yeah.
I mean, their lyrics have been always fantastic.
Yeah.
But this one song, I could not stop listening to. I probably like 20, 30 times back to. I just could not stop listening to this goddamn song.
Yeah, yeah.
So hands down, check out the Funk Impossibles. Check out Slow Reader. Fantastic.
Okay, hell yeah, nice. What about you? What have you been listening to lately, Zach?
Oh boy.
And plugs, yes, plugs as well.
Fuck, I don't know. Hold on. I knew some shit, and then I was listening to that. No,
I hyped it up. I don't know. Everyone got distracted.
Well, there was your the project that we listened to a little bit on the break. What's the name of that one again?
So that's Gallup.
Gallup, yes. Please check out Gallup.
It was fucking good.
Yeah, there's some great stuff on that. Yeah.
Most definitely.
Gallup.bandcamp.com, right?
Yeah, and you'll be able to find it on all the streaming platforms soon.
Do not sleep on this shit.
Oh yeah, check it out.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What I've been listening to is have you ever heard of the band Jadu Heart?
No.
They're fucking amazing.
Okay. Jadu Heart?
Jadu Heart, maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't really
know. Like
it's Jadu.
Yeah.
And then Heart.
Okay. I'll look into it.
Yeah.
Is that hip hop or
no?
Like...
It's electronic.
Okay.
Indie.
Okay. Oh yeah. We just did electronica on the island last week, but yeah.
Electric Island.
The Electric Island. Yeah.
Do you know who?
I don't know. I don't know.
Do you know by the body language I'm doing?
You're covering your face and doing doing a little bit of
okay.
Magic tricks.
Totally. Matt Mason?
No, I don't. I don't know Matt Mason.
Matt Mason's the shit. Check him out.
Okay. Nice. All right, and definitely check out your work. Your work though. Also, Rap Camp is a group that
yes,
you want to plug.
R4C.
Yes, R4. All the A's.
4 for the A's.
Yes. Just type out Rap Camp, but instead of the A's, type 4s, and you will find Rap Camp.
Just go to all the major streaming platforms and type out Evaridae.
Do you do production for those guys? What's your connection with those guys?
So, I produced, for this newest album, I produced 4 songs, and I rapped on 1 or 2 of them.
That's awesome.
Okay. Yeah. Hell yeah.
And
on the most recent one?
Yeah, but
wow.
So
okay, I listened to that today. I sorry, I didn't notice. I'll have to re-listen.
It was
again.
So
I wasn't looking at the playlist.
It was the song "October Leaves."
Okay,
the last song.
Okay. I'll re-listen to that one.
And so the Ohio guys, Dog and Happy Tooth, I made a full album with them. And I produced the whole thing, and they rapped on it, and that's on all our band camps and on all the streaming platforms, and it's a really good one.
Hell yeah. So check out Rap Camp. All the A's are 4s. Look into it. What about you, John? What do you listen to? What do you got to plug?
Well, I've been listening to a lot of America Radio lately.
America Radio.
Yeah, on Pandora.
Okay.
So
what does that mean?
Folk. That means like, well, no. Like, have you ever heard America, the band?
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Riding
Oh,
down the
snap.
camel with a horse with no name.
Okay,
You know,
okay.
Like that's
So
the
not the
band.
country,
So
the
you know, it's
actual
just
band.
The band.
yes,
America.
yes.
Yeah.
So you know, just like a lot of like folky music and stuff like that. You know.
Okay.
And,
Any stand-ups?
I've been listening to a little bit of Bread.
Yeah.
Which I really didn't think too much on, and, like, because my mother loved it as a, so I always heard it, but didn't really think too much on it until I've been listening to it. You know? Oh man, I'm in a loving mood. I'm in a nice relationship right now. So
yeah, you're listening to the positive, fun stuff.
Yeah, I know, but hey,
And there's
Bread
bread involved.
What?
There's always bread involved.
There's bread involved.
There's always.
I would hope.
Bread's a part of life. You know.
Anyways,
nice sourdough.
So what do I got to plug?
Nice ride.
I'm talking about American Horror Story. All right, American Horror Story is having a hell of a season.
Yeah.
They released this whole thing of like American Horror Stories that were shorts. They have this whole double feature going on right now. The first half is all about vampires, and it's totally worth watching.
Like twice.
Second half's going to be about.
Not totally
second
worth
half's
watching
gonna
until Blade's in it.
Well,
is Blade in it? Is Blade?
No, Blade is not in it.
I want to see some Blade.
It is worth watching.
Okay.
And then the second half's going to be about aliens. Going to have Eisenhower in it.
What? Wait.
Yeah. They're gonna have, like,
Eisenhower's making an appearance?
I always knew Eisenhower.
I thought he was dead, bro.
I
thought he was fucking dead.
Good. It's good stuff. It's confusing stuff. It's
Guys,
I like
watch some American Horror Story.
Eisenhower
people.
is making
It's
a
like a
comeback.
firework. Boom, boom.
It's like a
Watch
show
American
in the
Horror
fire.
Story.
Yeah.
Back to my room.
Boom
Eisenhower.
bop. And as far as me, I'm listening to. Today I listened to a bunch of like LP and Def Juxx adjacent stuff. I really I listened to Fantastic Damage and I just let it play. So I wanted to really get into the zone for iPhantom. As far as my plugs, I want to plug the Patreon, of course. Go to if you want to support what we're doing over here at Flyover State Park, go over to patreon.com/flyoverstatepark. There's a $1 tier, $3 tier, $5 tier. If you get the $5 tier, I will make you a music video.
Do it.
With the genre the song and sexual genre of your choice. The franchise of your choice.
That's the After Hours.
Yeah. That's the under the table. Yeah.
That's 40 more. That's 40 more rupees.
That's definitely That's a Patreon tier that I haven't created yet even. But please go on to Patreon or every Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Central. You can check out Flyover State TV's YouTube channel. We have something going on every week from 7:30 to 10 p.m.
What's next week?
Next week we actually have, which was tomorrow, if you are listening to this right now. We are going to be covering songs about Minnesota for Side B. So join us to listen to songs about Minnesota with our friend Cruz. And you can watch us live, join us in the chat. And
I got a Minnesota song for you.
Do you? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Awesome. We're putting together a playlist this week. So this Sunday, if you want to pick the clips with us, go to our Discord in the description, and we'll be actually picking the clips with you guys.
Hey, have you guys, so this is who it is. Have you guys ever heard of Prince?
I've heard of Prince, yeah. I'm aware.
A little no-name guitarist out of Minnesota?
He's got a really interesting guitar, right?
Well,
he was formerly known as Prince. He changed his name at some point, right?
That's true.
There's
true.
Weird...
So what about Prince?
What's he?
Really
He's
sure
Prince, right? He's
what
still
talking about.
Prince.
It's my little brother.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
His name is Prince.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I knew a Prince, actually. I did know a guy named Prince. So...
I'm just being stupid.
You don't know Chance Prince?
No,
Okay.
anybody.
Okay. I don't think Chance Prince is listening. I don't think he's a follower of the podcast. We weren't close in high school, But for some reason, I remember his name because it was Chance
this guy
Prince.
loves concept albums.
Like, I don't know why he didn't just immediately jump into a career in any creative field. Anyway,
he could team up with Prince Paul.
Prince Paul, Chance Prince. Who knows?
Double Prince, Prince.
Anyway, I hope you're doing well.
Two princes.
Are we done? No, we're not. I was about to say we're going to get into the outro.
Yes,
we've been
Spin Doctors territory.
I'm the.
I'm sorry. I'm not sure what's going on, but we're getting to the end of the podcast. I want to thank you guys for joining us for the album concept hour. And thank you, Zach, aka Evaridae, for being here. I really appreciate you coming on.
Okay.
Join us.
Thank you.
You were
thank
great.
you so much for having me.
Yeah. Join us next week for
Thank you,
another
guys.
episode of the album concept hour, guys. Hell yes.
I love you.
The album concept hour is Brad LeBaron, Dave Gallagher, John Aker, and Jake the Snake Foster. Special thanks to King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard for the theme music. Join the discussion on our Discord, tweet to us at Album Concept Pod, or for everything else, go to Linktree/Flyover State Park. See you on Side B. This is Flyover State Park. You are clear to land.